Quite the attire on the Pistons as they made their way through the tunnel earlier. They're geared up to give their fans a big treat here at home tonight. Welcome to 2K Sports. We have the NBA coming up. Great to have you with us. Hi, everyone. I'm Kevin Harlan. With me, Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony. And as always, the Hall of Famer David Aldridge joining us from the sidelines. Here's the starting group for Houston. The post pair form, it'll be Smith and Şengün. Thompson is out there with Shepard. And it's KD in at the 3, the small forward. And for Detroit, Thompson and Harris are their forwards. Cunningham is out there with Duncan Robinson. And it's Duren in at the center. All the talk, Greg, leading up to this one has been about the impact of the backcourt.
And that's where it all starts. When you have a confident and competent backcourt, it just opens up a lot of things for you offensively.
Cunningham passes to Thompson. Back to Cunningham. Out of hand on it. KD against Thompson. KD looking around. Shepard with the ball. He's against Cunningham. Just 5 to shoot. Thompson inside the line. Gets a very good look and converts.
Obviously, this guy has a talent for scoring. Able to problem solve for whatever the defense tosses at him.
Here's Shepard. Here's Smith. That one's in. His first shot this game.
And this is why you let Smith work inside. He's adept at knowing how to finish in traffic.
Bounce pass Robinson. Here's Cunningham, and he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And that concludes the first quarter of play. Rockets on top, up by 4. Live from Little Caesars Arena, you're watching 2K Sports. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And looking at what we've seen from Houston, what do you guys think?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
Making it as difficult as possible for the offense to find clean looks. Great stuff.
Here's Holiday. We've got Duren. Isaiah Stewart out there with LeVert. Then it's Ivy. And it's Jenkins in at the point. They're the group Detroit will start the second with. Oh, that's blocked. And he stays with it. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Holiday. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. So RJ, the Rockets last year, they were exactly at 500. 41 up and 41 down.
Still, they missed the play-in by 5 games. In the East, they easily are in. That just tells you how difficult a rebuild in the Western Conference is. And Houston is up against it.
And he knocks down the first one. Both free throws good from Holiday. Now, here's Ivy. Stewart up top. Shoots over Capella. Stewart misses.
And he's very confident from that range, but you can't make him off.
To the inside. And it's Capella missing. Now here's Jenkins. Defense is right there. Here's Ivy. Here's Duren. And a good offensive board. And he gets the bucket.
He knows his job on the glass, and he does it well. Cleaning it up and sending it right back.
Holiday with the 3. And no good on the last second attempt this time. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Rockets lead by 4. We'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball. And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basketball fans. What a pleasure it is to bring you into the 2K studios again. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. Houston found themselves in a close game in the first. And trying as they might, they couldn't push their lead past 4 points. Scoring-wise, they broke even in the second, so little ground was lost there. Kenny, what you think about the Rockets?
The road can be unfriendly, and they've clearly risen to the challenge. They're shrugging off the chants from the fans. Defense, you solid. That's no. They're playing their focus, and they're getting to work. They're playing with a lot of confidence right now.
And Shaq, how about what you saw from the Pistons?
Well, their paint presence was non-existent. They haven't put any pressure on the defense in terms of attacking the cup. It's simple. If you want to be successful in this league, you can't be a one-dimensional jump shooting team.
And that'll do it for our halftime report. Stay tuned for the second half. About to get underway.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Rockets on offense. 4-point game. Starting the second half, here's Ime Udoka's 5. The post pair form, it'll be Smith and Şengün. Shepard out there with Amen Thompson. And it's KD in at the small forward position. Now, here's Cunningham, and Thompson throws it down.
And when he lets the athleticism take over, Thompson can do almost anything.
Here's Şengün. Misses from short range.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
Good work there as it goes.
Great awareness by Thompson, wanting to find his open teammates whenever he can.
Here's Thompson, and it's Thompson with the jam.
My goodness, he is such a great dunker.
Greg, a high riser, no doubt about it. Cunningham with it. Misses the layup. And Smith launches it from deep. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. Houston on top. They lead by a bucket. And right after this, we'll bring you the start of the final quarter right here on 2K Sports. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
There wasn't a better pass in the game, almost like he had a sixth sense.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. The backcourt pair will be Cunningham and Ivy. Isaiah Stewart out there with Harris, and it's Howland in its small forward. That's the 5 and the 4 for the Pistons. And he gets the bucket.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
What a huge play coming through when it matters most.
Timeout called the Rockets. It's tied at 8. There's 47 seconds left in the fourth quarter. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Thank you, Kevin. During the last break, got to listen in on Ime Udoka's huddle with his team. Now with the game in the balance, Coach told his team to play loose. Don't overthink it. We got this far playing our game, and we can win the same way. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David.
I understand we're seeing some high-powered offense, but you've got to put up a little more resistance than that.
Shoot, this defense is giving me hope. The way I look, I can sign a 10-day and put up a few buckets on this squad.
Time called here. The Pistons decide to talk it over. They're down by 3. There's 39 seconds left in the fourth quarter. What do you think, guys?
Hey, they do have enough time here if they shoot quickly to get the 2 for 1. We'll see if they try.
LeVert's checked in for Tobias Harris. Cunningham's shot is off. And it's Houston's ball. 3-point lead. Inside.
Pistons foul. Paris LeVert. First personal foul.
And no good is the first free throw missing for him. We'll see if he can nail the second. So for the Pistons, Duren comes in for Holland. And it's Asar Thompson in for Ivy. Şengün's checked in for Houston. Time called here. The Pistons decide to talk it over. They trail by 4. 27 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. And now, let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, Reed Shepherd.
And the way he's made his mark with his work inside, he's just been a smasher tonight. Always moving, getting to the basket at will, and just seemingly taking advantage of a D that was reluctant to get in his way.
Now here's Thompson. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Cunningham right side. It's in! And he has brought them to within 2 points.
Oh, that is big time by a big-time player. Cunningham loves the moment.
Timeout called the Rockets. They lead by 2. We've got 13 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Both teams will make substitutions.
Substitution on the floor.
We've got 13 seconds left to play in the final quarter. And now we've got the intentional foul.
Yeah, you have to do that, though. You can't just let him dribble the game out.
At the line for the Rockets, Shepherd taking 2 shots.
Good on the first, and that makes it a 3-point lead. And so both free throws are good, and it's a 4-point ball game.
Calm and cool, and his free throws put a bow on this one. Nice way to finish the game.
And here's Harris from the arc. The Rockets pull it in. And here is Durant. And so it's a narrow victory for Houston, pulling it out for the double. A truly gutsy performance away from home.
You know, it